Welcome to Knicks.com. Jonah Ballow here with Brandon Jennings, a new acquisition to the New York Knicks, and one of the guys who I think is the most excited about this deal in terms of your social media and announcing that you were going to come to New York.
Well, I think I found somebody who's more excited than me, and that's Joakim. I forgot Joakim was from New York, so he's been smiling like crazy since he's been here. So I think I found somebody that's more excited than me.
You know, it's an interesting story because of the draft and when you came out and the Knicks had a chance to take you and thought it would have been a good fit. Didn't happen, but now you're back here in New York and you're playing with the Knicks. Why is this opportunity for you so special and a good opportunity for this one-year deal?
Well, I think me coming off Achilles injury, everybody's, really don't know if I'm still healthy or not. That's the rumors are going around. So, just puts a whole, big chip on my shoulder. This year I just want to prove myself that I'm back and help the team win. Just take whatever role they give me.
You have an interesting story in terms of skipping college, going overseas, playing in the league for a couple different teams. Super talented coming out of high school. What have you learned since then, and what has that experience brought to you in your game?
This whole journey in the league has been, up and down a little bit, I can say. To deal with injuries, I tore my Achilles at 25. I broke my ankle my second year. So, I've been to the playoffs. So I had seasons where we didn't do too good. So it's just been like up and down. So hopefully, this is the start of to where I can, revamp my career and, it could just be at a level where it's just smooth.
Now you team up with the guy Derrick Rose. You're both very explosive, like to get up and down. Do you see your games in the same way, or do you think it'll bring a different sort of view to the defense when you're on the floor?
I mean, he's way more explosive than I am. I think for me, I'm just here just to push him every day, make him better. I'm going to compete. He's going to compete. We're both hungry. We're both coming off injuries, and we both have a chip on our shoulder. So I think that's a good thing. And, we're just going to try to work this thing out together.
Did you guys have a friendship or relationship prior to this?
We had a basketball relationship where like we started from high school. So we've been playing since high school on up. So, I know Derrick.
A lot of battles, I would assume, one-on-one, right?
A lot of battles, yeah.
You being a left-handed guard, does that bring an advantage in what you can do on the floor? I mean, we see a lot of left-handers, and it's difficult to guard them on both sides in the perimeter, like a Manu Ginobili. Does that bring a different element to your game?
I heard that. I heard lefties are hard to guard.
I guess you wouldn't know if you.
I wouldn't know. I'm a lefty, but yeah, everybody says lefties are hard to guard. But we'll see.
You look at this team and some of the pieces that they have, and Carmelo Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis, and now a new coach under Phil Jackson. Was that part of the things that made it attractive for you to come here?
I think just the fact that Phil called me and wanted me. I think that was the biggest thing. The fact that Phil called and said, he think I would fit good here, and I think just felt I'm just happy somebody wanted me. So that was I think the kicker.
How do you balance out, with a one-year situation like this and trying to get back on track with not pushing too hard, too quick, and making sure you get your game right and being there physically? How do you balance those?
Well, the only thing I can do is control right now. The main thing is I'm not thinking about next year, the contracts or anything like that. The main thing is just focus right now and just get done what we need to get done now.
What do you think about a guy like Kristaps Porzingis? I mean, we just talked to him, and he said he's maybe 7'5" now. Who knows? He keeps growing, but, he brings a lot to the table, but he's very excited to play with two guards like you who will make his job a lot easier.
Yeah. I can't wait. I think the first time I throw it off the backboard to him in the game in the Garden, and, he surprised me a lot. He has a lot of swag, a lot of people don't know about. And
big Drake fan.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm a big Drake fan too. So hopefully, I can bring some of that swag out. Get his shoulders moving a little bit. Something for the Garden.
I think they're all gonna love that. Now you're going with number 3. Why did you pick that number?
High school number. That's the number I came into the league with, and hopefully that's the number I can retire with.
I asked Joakim about this in an overarching sort of look at this team, what they need to accomplish to get back in the playoffs, and a lot of people out there looking at this roster and saying it could be a potential playoff, maybe even a contender in this league in the Eastern Conference. What do you think needs to happen in order for that to occur?
Chemistry. Chemistry. So we can't look too far ahead. I mean, yeah, do I think we're a top 5 team in the East? Yes, but I mean, it's definitely going to take time. We have to gel. We have to learn the triangle. The chemistry and things like that. So I mean, but that happens with every team that's new. So once we figure that out, I think we'll be fine.
Do you think a key part of that is, and we see this league today with teams like the Warriors and Thunder, pushing the pace, also getting out in the open floor and inside the defense so you can kick out the shooters?
Yeah. The game has really changed. It's more up tempo. Everybody can shoot from 1 through 5. Basically everybody can shoot. So the game has really changed, and everybody has to adjust to it.
All right, you're a West Coast guy, now going to be on the East Coast. Is there anything you want to do out on the East Coast that you haven't tried yet?
I want to go to the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
I've never been. I think that's something I do want to do.
Maybe Knicks.com will have to follow you and check it out, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Like I heard you could take like a speedboat or a helicopter or whatever. So
Okay, which one would you rather take?
I mean, the helicopter will look cool, but I think the speedboat would be like one of the best experiences because it's fast.
Get this man a speedboat, all right?
Yeah.
Well, it was great talking to you, and we're excited for this season and bringing some swag to Kristaps Porzingis. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
No doubt.
There he is, Brandon Jennings, right here on Knicks.com.